Hello, fellow Globetrotters. Your witty guide here, ready to take you through the most beautiful destinations in Europe. Europe, a continent of dazzling diversity and enchanting beauty, is home to a myriad of stunning destinations. From the sun-kissed beaches of the Mediterranean to the snow-capped peaks of the Alps, it's a continent that truly has something for everyone. Today, we'll be exploring 10 of these awe-inspiring locations, each steeped in rich history and brimming with unique cultural charm. These destinations are not just places. They are experiences that have the power to move and inspire, to educate and amuse, and to leave you with memories that you'll cherish for a lifetime. From the romance of Paris to the ancient grandeur of Rome, the vibrant energy of Barcelona to the classic elegance of London, we'll be taking a whistle-stop tour through some of Europe's most captivating cities. So buckle up, we're about to embark on a remarkable journey. First stop, the City of Love, Paris, and its iconic Eiffel Tower. Towering above the city skyline at a staggering 330 meters, the Eiffel Tower is a symbol of both the city and the country. Constructed in the late 19th century for the World's Fair, it was initially met with scorn from the Parisian elite. Yet, it has since become a beloved emblem of French innovation and elegance. And speaking of elegance, let's not forget the city's gastronomic delights. Paris is a gourmet's paradise where the humble baguette rubs shoulders with the sophisticated escargot. And for those with a sweet tooth, the city's patisseries are a dream come true. But beware, the French take their food seriously. It's said that in Paris, making a faux pas with your fork is worse than making one with your French. It's been said, to visit Paris is to visit the world. And with one look at the Eiffel Tower, it's easy to see why. Next, we're off to Rome, to stand in the shadow of the mighty Colosseum. This colossal amphitheater built of concrete and sand is the largest of its kind ever built, and a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Roman engineering. Once home to gladiatorial contests, mock sea battles and dramatic plays, the Colosseum could accommodate upwards of 50,000 spectators. Now let's take a lighter turn. You know, Italians have a saying, tutto il mondo è paese, which translates to, the whole world is a village. It speaks to the universal human experience, but when you're trying to navigate the winding roads of Rome, it feels more like the whole world is a maze. So, immerse yourself in the rich history. Get lost in the labyrinth of streets, indulge in a slice of pizza, and remember, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but one day is all it takes to fall in love with it. Now, let's journey to Athens, where the Acropolis stands tall. This iconic hilltop city, crowned with marble temples dedicated to the gods of old, is a testament to the enduring brilliance of ancient Greek civilization. Did you know? The Acropolis has been around for over 2,500 years, making it older than some of the stars you see in the night sky. Here's a fun fact. The word Acropolis itself means high city in Greek, which is quite fitting, considering its elevated stature both physically and historically. And now, for a little light-hearted humor. You know, it's said that Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and Poseidon, the god of the sea, had a bit of a tiff over who would become the patron of this magnificent city. Well, I guess we know who won that dispute. In Athens, history isn't just a story, it's a way of life. Next, we're off to Barcelona, where the breathtaking Sagrada Familia awaits us. This architectural marvel, designed by the renowned Antoni Gaudi, has been under construction for over a century, and yet its beauty is unparalleled. With its towering spires reaching towards the heavens and intricate facades telling biblical stories, it's a testament to Gaudi's genius and the city's commitment to art. The Sagrada Familia is more than just a church, it's a symbol of Barcelona's spirit. Passionate, artistic, and unyielding. And speaking of spirit, let's not forget the city's love for fiestas. If there's one thing the Spanish know how to do, it's throw a party. From the vibrant La Mers festival to the unique Sant Jordi Day, there's always a reason to celebrate in Barcelona. You could say it's a city where the party never ends and the art never ceases to amaze. Barcelona, where every street is a surprise and every corner hides a masterpiece. Now we're heading to London, home of the Grand Buckingham Palace. This majestic residence has served as the official London home of British sovereigns since 1837, with Queen Victoria being the first monarch to take up residence. It boasts an incredible 775 rooms. Yes, you heard that right. 775. Imagine the spring cleaning. The palace is as British as it gets. And speaking of all things British, let's not forget their iconic tea culture. Did you know it's a common misconception that the British drink their tea at 5 p.m. sharp every day? In reality, tea time can be any time. So, don't worry if you're a few minutes late for your tea appointment with the Queen. She's probably still sipping her first cup. London, where history and modernity live side by side. We're back in Paris, this time for the legendary Louvre Museum. This former royal palace, spanning a whopping 400,000 square feet, is now the world's largest art museum and a historic monument of the city. Housing more than 38,000 objects from prehistory to the 21st century, it's a treasure trove of culture and history. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the Mona Lisa. Did you know that this enigmatic lady receives more fan mail than many celebrities? Yes, indeed! It's a testament to her timeless allure and the genius of Leonardo da Vinci. But remember, no matter how tempted you are, don't try to sneak off with her. She's heavily guarded, and besides, your living room wall probably isn't big enough. The Louvre, where art speaks and every painting tells a story. Off to Berlin now, where the remains of the Berlin Wall stand as a symbol of resilience. This formidable barrier, once stretching over 100 miles, divided East and West Berlin from 1961 to 1989. It's a stark reminder of the Cold War era, a time of political tension and ideological conflict. But the Berlin Wall is more than just a relic of the past. It's also a canvas for creativity, adorned with graffiti and murals from artists around the world. Some might say it's the longest art gallery in the world. Now let's lighten the mood a bit. You know, they say Germans are always punctual. So punctual, in fact, that if you're 15 minutes early, you're already late. Maybe that's why the Berlin Wall fell when it did. It was simply on German time. Berlin, a city that's been reborn from its ashes. Next up, Pisa, where the Leaning Tower defies gravity. Nestled in the heart of Italy, Pisa is home to the iconic Leaning Tower, a marvel of medieval engineering. This freestanding bell tower began to tilt during its construction in the 12th century due to a poorly laid foundation. Despite this, it still stands tall, leaning at a precarious 4 degrees. Now let's talk pizza. Italian pizza, that is. Pisa may not be the birthplace of pizza, but it surely knows how to serve it right. Here's a little insider tip. Try the pizza alla Pisa, a local specialty that's as rebellious as the city's famous tower. Did you know that the Leaning Tower of Pisa was actually intended to stand vertically? Well, it seems like Pisa had other plans. It's like the city whispered to the tower, "Lean a little, my friend. It's more fun this way." Pisa, where even the buildings refuse to follow the rules. Now we're off to Versailles to marvel at the opulent Palace of Versailles. This grand edifice, a symbol of absolute monarchy, is a testament to the architectural genius of the 17th century. Its rooms, each more lavish than the last, hold countless stories of French royalty. The Hall of Mirrors, a grand corridor lined with 357 mirrors, was once the social hub of Europe. Imagine the lavish parties, the intrigue, the scandals. Speaking of scandals, did you know that King Louis XIV, the Sun King, had a penchant for high-heeled shoes? Not for fashion, but to appear taller. Quite a royal hack, wouldn't you say? The palace's gardens are equally mesmerizing, stretching over 800 hectares and adorned with over 200 statues. It's like stepping into a different era where elegance and grandeur were the order of the day. Versailles, where every room is a chapter from a fairy tale. Finally, we're back in Athens, this time for the majestic Parthenon. This temple is a symbol of the power and influence of the Athenian politicians, as well as the city's supremacy in the ancient world. Crafted from marble between 448 and 432 BC, it once served as a treasury and even a Christian church. But the Parthenon is not just about history, it's about the stories that echo down the centuries. Imagine being a fly on the wall when Socrates and Plato strolled around, debating the mysteries of life. You can almost imagine them saying, "To be or not to be? Oh wait, wrong play, wrong century." The Parthenon has undergone several transformations, survived wars, earthquakes, and even explosions. Yet it stands resilient, a beacon of ancient civilization. So if you ever find yourself in Athens, don't just pass by the Parthenon. Take a moment, breathe in the history, and listen to the whispers of the past. The Parthenon, a testament to the grandeur of ancient Greece. And that, dear travelers, concludes our whirlwind tour of Europe's most beautiful destinations. We've journeyed from the romantic heights of the Eiffel Tower in Paris to the ancient grandeur of the Colosseum in Rome. We've marveled at the Acropolis in Athens and allowed the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona to take our breath away. We've stepped back in time at London's Buckingham Palace, admired the artistry at the Louvre Museum in Paris, and reflected on history at the Berlin Wall. We've tilted our heads at the Leaning Tower of Pisa, strolled through the opulence of the Palace of Versailles, and ended our journey in the shadow of the Parthenon in Athens. Each of these destinations tells a unique story, a testament to the beauty and diversity of Europe. Whether it's history, architecture, culture, or simply stunning views you seek, Europe has it all. Here's to the next adventure.